Hello everyone, welcome back again. So in the continuation of our communication series, we have been doing barriers of communication. So we have discussed different kinds of barriers and their root causes. So we are going to sum up this series by learning ways to overcome barriers. So this series of ways to overcome barriers is going to be in two parts. So here I am going to start with the very first part that is going to be very much helpful for the smooth functioning of communication. So without any delay, let's begin. So in the very first part of getting the overcome of the barriers in communication, so there are different ways. See, everyone has their own essential ways to get out from the root causes of these barriers, right? So here we are going to discuss the very general ways from where if we follow these ways, so we can eradicate so many barriers from our communication, and it is going to be very much helpful for the smooth functioning of our thoughts to be processed to the other people, right? So the very first one, as you can see at your screen right now, I am highlighting. I hope it is clear to everyone. See, so the very first point is saying that checking whether it is a good time and place to communicate with the person. Always remember, see, whatever the ways I am telling here, it is applicable for both the sender as well as the receiver. So either a person is a sender or a receiver, he or she should always have to select a very good time as well as place to communicate. If you are meeting a person physically, so always have a very good and the proper place. Suitable place here means where you can avoid all kinds of mechanical barriers, all kinds of noise. There should be no any kind of time and distance barrier, right? So as well as if I talk about the timing, so always choose the timing that is both suitable for the sender as well as the receiver. Means the timing in which the receiver is quite very much able to have the communication, right? Means he was in the zone of getting the communication, right? Second one is saying that being clear in using language that the person understand. This is, I would say, this is one of the utmost important thing, that whenever you are going to have the communication, that always try, or always it should be there, that using clear language. See, most of the communication is based on the language, right? Whether you are communicating in Hindi language or English or any other form of language, always use the simple language and there must contain the clarity, right? If you are communicating orally, then your pronunciation and your tone, pitch, voice modulation should be nice, right? This is very much important. And one more important thing I would like to add here, that whenever you use any language or any medium to impart your thoughts to the other person, so use in a very general way. Here it means that use a layman language. It is not like that you are using Shakespeare's language to make other people understand, right? So it is not the correct method to get or improve communication. Always use a layman language which the other people understand, as well as the other people can connect with you, connect with your language, right? Because we know the ultimate aim of the communication is to have a successful we can say successful impartation of our thoughts to the other people. Okay, so the third one is communicating one thing at a time. This is also very important. Always be specific while communicating, always be on the point, right? You have to be very much specific. Do not impart your information with the other way around. Always have the core and essence of the information while delivering. So what will happen, it is going to be very much helpful for the receiver to retain that information in proper time, to memorize as well as retain whenever it is needed, right? If you are giving the information in the bulge of amount, then it will be very much difficult for the receiver to what to select and what to unselect, right? What to drag out, right? So always have the core and essence of your information and impart to the other people, right? Next one is be aware of your body language. As you know, it is very much essential to look after our body language while we are communicating. Suppose, let me give you an example. Suppose you are going to congratulate some person, but in your congratulation there is no happiness, right? You are saying in a very plain voice, congratulations, like this. So you are wishing, so your voice must be sounded like an enthusiastic person. You are delivering some good news, you are delivering your best wishes, so your sound should also have this positive tone. Understanding? So always be aware of your body language. See, if you're saying congratulations, so it must be like very much happiness around your voice. It should sound like this, right? Same goes with the very sad news. If you are have this responsibility to impart some kind of sad news with the other people, so again obviously the news is sad, so your voice becomes so low. So here it means to say that always look after your body language, your body gestures, your hand gestures, your facial expressions, your eye contact, as well as you feel confident while delivering the information, you feel confident while receiving the information. See, nobody is going to trust you if your body language sounds like you are very much nervous whatever the information you are delivering. So always stand in a nicer or a confident manner while delivering any information or receiving any information. Your body language makes you a trustworthy person, isn't it? I hope it is clear. Next, last one is consider your tone of voice. Always look after your tone of voice at the time of communication. Some people complain that I don't know why people get so rude with me while I talk very correct in a very correct manner. But that person is not aware that the problem is the tone of voice, in which tone he is delivering the information to the other people, right? The tone become very harsh, the tone become very high, the tone become very low. Means you have to look after that your tone of voice also sounded like in a very confident way, right? Means your tone of voice should have this quality that the other person can trust you, that the other person can find you much empathetic, that the other person have this confidence to rely on you, right? So these are the general ways to overcome barriers in communication. I hope it helps you while you are making any kind of communication. So students, always remember these are the very general and basic ways that will be helpful to overcome any of the barriers, any of the classification of barriers which we have discussed in the earlier videos, right? So in the second part of this video we are going to focus on the most of the part of the non-verbal language, that rightly I can say that it covers the body language, body gestures. The non-verbal communication covers 80% of your communication. See how important it is to learn the non-verbal communication, that it covers 80% of our communication. It depends the success or the failure of the communication. So I hope this video helps you. If you found it worthy, please go through it, as well as if you found any difficulty, please let me know. So thank you so much students for listening. We will going to continue the second part in the next video. So thank you so much.